GLVC Swimming has concluded. Coach, how you feel coming out of the meet?
I'd pretty good about the meet. It was just in my 7 years at Jewel, it might have ranked up in the top 2 for overall team performances at a meet for a weekend.
Let's start by the teams then first. How did you finish, and how did you feel about it?
Well, our women ended up finishing 5th in the conference. It's one place lower than in previous years, but upstart McKendree was kind of a force that we could not deal with. And in all honesty, we exceeded our expectations on the women's side. In my opinion, with everyone that we had lost from our program in the past year, I was kind of like looking at like the projections that we were going to end up 6th, and I was afraid that 6th was best case scenario. But I didn't say anything about it, and our team just stepped up and they swam really well. And for our women to break 3 school records in relays without the likes of Paige Meredith or any of those swimmers just was really, really awesome to see. And we narrowly missed the school record in the 800 free relay. The time that we actually went at the D2 National Championships last year, we were only about a second off that. So it was just a ton of fun. Even our 200 medley relay was broken by our B team.
Wow.
And then the A ended up DQing in the final, which kind of hurt us points-wise. But, the fact that our B 200 medley relay established a new school record was pretty cool.
Shea Marcinski seemed to kind of take some of the headlines.
Absolutely. She was actually the lone medalist for both the men and women in the 500 freestyle. She had a very emotional response to that race. It was kind of one of those career goals fulfilled, breaking 5 minutes in the 500 free, which, it was an awesome swim. She really put together a lot of really good races over the weekend, going her lifetime best in the 1,000 free by 9 seconds. Then eliminating Maggie Metz's name from our school record board was a big thing that happened over the weekend. Obviously we owe Maggie a tremendous amount of credit for helping the program be where it is today, but she ended up eclipsing her school record in the 200 free. Just overall, just an unbelievable meet for Shea.
You talked about the men also kind of exceeding your expectations a little bit. How was their
on that end as well? With just the loss of an individual midway through the year, really, we didn't know what to expect or what we were going to be able to do. And again, I kind of was foreseeing about 7th place, as a realistic finish. But the men, they stepped up again, just like the women, and we ended up getting 6th on the men's side, only about 20 points back of 5th place. So when I say they exceeded our expectations, they really did. We had a lot of guys step up, a lot of guys swim really, really fast. In fact, after the weekend, Anthony Aranda was ranked 10th in the nation in the 200 IM, which was the highest he's ever been ranked in an individual event going into the other rounds of conference meets. We're keeping very close watch. There's 6 conference meets going on right now and 3 more remaining the following week, so we have to play the waiting game on whether or not Anthony is going to make it into the national championships individually. He had the B qualifying standard in the 200 IM, 200 free, and 500 free. And then also our 800 freestyle relay broke our school record and got the B qualifying standard. The B qualifying standards this year, both on men and women, those times plummeted. So we may not have achieved, like on paper it might look, Jewel didn't get as many B cuts. Well, we swam insanely fast, and we would have gotten a slew of them had they been what they were last year. But we had a couple of people pick up B cuts for the first time in their lives. Chris Davison, sophomore from St. Joe, had the meet of his life. He ended up getting top 8 in the 200 IM, 400 IM, 200 back, breaking school records in the 400 IM and 200 back. First male swimmer at Jewel history ever under 4 minutes in the 400 IM, and then under 150 in the 200 back. But then another guy that's on the national watch right now is Keaton Durr, senior. 200 free, was just off his best time in the individual event, and then he, just like a year ago, he stepped up and he got us out to a lead in the 800 free relay. And his time of 1:37.7 in the 200 free is ranked 11th right now.
Okay.
Two conferences had the 800 free relay last night, and nobody beat him. So we're keeping close tabs on that as well. It's just I don't want to say it's mind-blowing, but it is just to see how fast D2 swimming is.
Wow.
The times that we're kind of nervous about making nationals would have been top 8, even 4 or 5 years ago. So it's just incredible, and it just challenges us as coaches to try to get these kids to work harder, train smarter, bigger, stronger, faster, everything.
Right.
But one really big swim, a couple big swims out of a few individuals that I can't fail to mention. Dylan Walters Jr. had a phenomenal meet. He's never made B cuts before, and then he's walking away. How I said that they've plummeted. He never made them before, and he walked away from this meet with a B cuts in the 200 free and 500 free. Swam a 500 free in the final. He dropped, I think, 5 seconds going into the prelim, or from his prelim swim, and then he dropped 3 more seconds in finals.
Nice.
And I literally could not have drawn up his splits any better. He just swam a perfect race, and it was awesome to see. And to see him have a tremendous amount of success in an event he did not do in high school. And I think that's, really going to motivate him to, number one, he's on the B 800 free relay, so hopefully we'll get a shot at him swimming there, but I think it's going to be a big motivator for him to have a senior year like no other next year. And then senior Trey Rogenstein, I don't want to say I'm at a loss of words, but just what he was able to accomplish as a senior, to go lifetime best in all 4 of his individual events, play a major role in a couple relays, scoring a lot of points. I'm incredibly proud of how he was able to finish out his career, going 55 in the 100 breaststroke in the B final. When he was just barely under a minute out of high school. So
yeah, isn't that something?
It was really neat to see, and even a coach. One of our opposing coaches was right next to me when Trey won the consolation final of the 100 breaststroke, and he even said, he was like, a senior, right? And I go, yeah, and he's like, I love it when you see that, because
absolutely.
Trey's reaction after winning the consolation final he might have said it was a little over dramatic. You would have thought he won a gold medal, but just seeing, I just know how bad Trey wanted to go 55 in the 100 breaststroke, and for him to do that and earn nine valuable points for the team was awesome to see. But our men also broke 3 school records in relays, so it was a lot of fun, and seeing some seniors go lifetime best was huge. Also had another school record out of Travis Colpitts, a junior from a local kid, so just barely missing breaking 49 in the 100 fly. But it was a lot of fun. It was a fun meet. Both our men and women walked away with the sportsmanship award.
Oh, congratulations!
Well, thank you. I don't know. I don't want to downplay it. I think the conference, or the schools in the conference, might have a little misconception of what sportsmanship is.
Okay.
To me, sportsmanship is being more supportive of your opponents, and having that respect and showing that respect, which I do feel our team does a good job. But if there's one thing our team does do on the pool deck better than any other team in the conference, that is have fun.
Yeah, that's
we are
huge.
We are having a blast on the pool deck, a blast in the water swimming, and I think other teams see that, and I think that's why they do acknowledge us, because no men's team in the GLVC has won that award but William Jewell College.
Well, congratulations. How nice is that?
Five years running, so that's pretty cool.
That's very nice. Last chance meet at Drury. Will you send people there?
Changing plans. It's all right. We are heading up to Kirksville. Truman's come to us for a last chance meet twice in the last 4 years. We have headed to Drury in the past, but last minute their coach switched it to the following week, and we actually unfortunately run out of days of competition prior to then. So this weekend in Kirksville, we're heading up there with 5 individuals. Shay Marcinski's one of them. And then we got seniors, Matthew Samsel, Jordy Fortes Cadet, and Trey Rogenstein. And then we also have freshman Spencer Stewart going up there. And we're all going to just put one, maybe 2 more shots at trying to improve positions, maybe get in. A couple of our Trey and Spencer like 20th and 22nd in the 200 breaststroke. So if they're able to drop about a second in that event, they have a shot at going. And Shay, she had the meet of her life, but you never know. Senior determination. She might be able to put together a 500 freestyle that could get invited, so we'll see.
Well, we'll watch the results of that and also keep our fingers crossed for those other conference meets, and hopefully you'll get some people in via those conference results. So,
absolutely.
Mark, thank you. Congratulations on a great year, and hopefully it'll continue on here for a few of your swimmers to the Nationals.
Thank you very much, Rick. I appreciate it.